Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another anti-MLM video. I've been wanting to make this one for a while, and the reason why I've been wanting to make it for a while is because ever since I did my top MLM fails video, the very first one that I did, there was one MLM fail in particular that really sat very uneasy with me. And that MLM fail was the teacher, well, the marketing professor who was literally teaching marketing at an accredited university, and still is, and she is also pushing Mon 8 and would hit up former students and, you know, involve them in this recruitment scheme. And ever since then, that MLM fail has not left my mind. And I'm not sure what it is. I think it's because I just relate to it. I relate to being in college. I just recently graduated in May. I can easily empathize with the students in that class. And it really just makes me kind of sick overall that there's a teacher and a professor out there who's abusing their authority in that way. Anyway, as you may know, I have continued to make the top MLM fail videos. And because of that, people have sent me their MLM fails, which are so appreciated, and I'm getting so many. But it made me realize that that instance with that professor, you know, abusing their authority was not the only one. And since then, I've got a couple of those, and it's just, now it's building inside of me where I'm like, I have to put out like something. There's got to be something where I say, look, we got to draw the line here. And these two worlds should not be colliding. People who are your authority figure, the people that you learn from, especially in your developmental years. And honestly, you're pretty much still developing until you're 25 years old because your brain's not even fully developed yet. So any authority figure or teacher or professor, or anybody that you look to for information who is infusing that information with harmful financial practices and potentially dangerous financial situations and these recruitment schemes, it should not be happening. You'll hear me go on this rant again and again and again, but I think it's just extremely inappropriate. So anyway, the video today will be looking at a teacher who is also promoting Isagenix, which is an MLM that we haven't talked about yet on this channel, but it is kind of like a health and wellness company. And basically they sell diet shakes, diet supplements, things like that. It's about a healthier lifestyle. It's kind of like Beachbody without the P90X. Yeah, it's basically centered around like shakes. It's about getting people healthier, which of course I've talked about before. I think is a very inappropriate thing to go out and message people who are not necessarily ready for you to say, hey, you want to lose some weight? It's like, oh really? I wasn't even thinking that I needed to lose weight, but thanks so much for pointing it out. You know, there's something inherently flawed about going out and reaching out to people who are not necessarily ready to lose weight. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, the teacher that we're looking at today is a high school level teacher. And so that's different than the university professor, but you know, you could argue that high school level is even more impactful than maybe a college because those students are a little bit more impressionable. And very ironically, she teaches, according to her LinkedIn profile, teaches business law, business math, money management, business management, marketing, and college and career readiness. The irony there is astounding. It's even more ironic when you look at the Isagenix income disclosure statements. And according to the finance guy, who I usually use as a source for running the numbers on these types of things because the income disclosure statements are available for Isagenix, but they are, you know, a few years dated, but it says that 99.79% of the members of Isagenix earn less than a full-time income. On another post, I saw that only 1% of Isagenix distributors are making more than a minimum wage income. So I think it's very scary that there's a money management professor who would also sign up for Isagenix knowing that the statistics are available, because for some MLMs they're not, and you can kind of fall back on that as an excuse, I suppose. But in this case, they are available, so you can run the numbers on these things and see that less than 1% of people are making a decent livable income. Why would you be any different? And if you're a money management person, you just would not recommend this. I mean, you would not recommend this. I think just knowing that information alone calls into question the objectives and standards of the course as it stands. You know, you really don't need to know anything else, except I did want to go a little bit further and see, is she involving herself in the students' lives? Is she crossing a line somewhere that she shouldn't cross? And if she is, I think it's important for us to point that out. and more as a learning tool, because I don't think people like this ever really learn from this kind of thing. But I think in the future, or if you're a teacher, or if you see this, you'll know what to look for and what's not appropriate. So anyway, one of her former students reached out to me, and he had said that this same teacher had added what he said was 1,000 students, or over 1,000 students, and half of them were not even her students who never took her class, but she added them all to her personal Facebook, where she promotes Isagenix nonstop, and it's just constant Isagenix ad, why you need to start this, why shakes. You know how those people are on social media, they never log out. Obviously, very inappropriate. You know, there is a very fine line, I think, when it comes to teaching, when you adding students on Facebook, your personal Facebook. The reason why I'm very hesitant about it is because there is that potential for exploitation there, because it is an authority figure. I think it's always best to just not add your students and to not have that relationship outside of class. That's personally just my opinion. Because again, there is that potential to, like, you know, you're crossing a line here, there's different norms that are maybe not necessarily the same norms that you would have, you know, with other types of relationships in your life, like a coworker or something else, you know. So anyway, that alone is just a little bit like, why are you adding all of these students to your Facebook page, especially ones you don't even know? Then you're constantly promoting this Isagenix thing. Very dangerous. People are losing money, actively losing money, not making money. Less than 1% of people are even making money doing this. I wanted to prove, though, that she was interacting with her students in this way. You know, I think it's one thing to add your students, especially when they've graduated and they've moved on, but I think it's another thing to, like, kind of interact with them on this level. Like, it's kind of like, okay, if that's something that you want to do in your personal time, then okay, that's fine, I guess. But, you know, to involve your students in any way, I think is, again, crossing another line. And again, this is just personal opinion. I'm not sure what the faculty policy is, or, you know, it could be a potential conflict of interest. That would just be something case by case that you would have to look into. But anyway, we've got videos. So in my efforts to prove that she was associating on some level with her students about Isagenix, I did find a video, and it is extremely cringy. And the title of this live video, this was on Facebook, and it said, "Combating the skeptics and haters. It's okay, I get it, but don't put me on blast and think I won't come back. This is my story and I'm sticking to it." And then she goes, "Also, anyone that signs up with me in February will be put in a drawing to get their system for free." Okay, so here's the video. Enjoy.
What's up, party rockers? So I had an interesting night last night, and like I said, I was gonna come on and deal with what happened. So first, before I get started, it is fair to say that the post that was initiated was not directed at me. It was a general comment about Isagenix. Someone else tagged and said, "Oh, Mrs. is gonna be mad," and another prior student said, "I was just thinking the same thing," and then the student that I had who posted it originally, another student said, "Hey, I hope she has a rebuttal." And then the student that posted it said, "I hope she does too." So my rebuttal was just a numbered list of my reasons why I agree with what I'm doing, with why I promote Isagenix. And before I get into the awesome stuff, and of course I'm going to save the good one for the last one, I just want to preface it with, why are shakes, whether it's Isagenix or you make your own.
Okay, so she's beefing with kids, clearly. You know, obviously this is very inappropriate. Like, it's funny because it's like, what is this person doing? Interacting with students, these kids are obviously baiting her and she's taking the bait. But to make a post in response to your students saying, "Here's my rebuttal, don't think you can put me on blast and I'm not gonna come back at you." We gotta grow up here a little bit. You're an authority figure, you're an adult, and you need to act like one, and this is so bizarre. I mean, this is like truly bizarre. I can't wrap my head around this. I cannot wrap my head around that this is actually happening. I've had a lot of weird teachers, but none of them have ever clapped back on Facebook, you know? Here's the thing that concerns me also about this video, is that all of these students know that she's promoting Isagenix. And that's, again, the problem here it should be something that people shouldn't really, your students should not really know about. There shouldn't be this conflict of interest when you're teaching. And so then I asked the guy who messaged me, and I said, okay, so tell me if she's ever talked about network marketing in class, because then again, that would be crossing a line, because network marketing time and time again has been proven to be a very dangerous business opportunity where less than 1% of people are making any money. I mean, we've looked at so many businesses. We've looked at Monat, we've looked at Arbonne, we've looked at Beachbody, we've looked at LuLaRoe, we've looked at Unique, we've looked at Isagenix. These people are not making money. All the income disclosure statements are basically the same. And the only people who are really making money are the people who got in 5 years ago. The time has passed for you to make money in these things. The time has passed. You either get in early or it's not happening. Anyway, I messaged him and I said, okay, has she talked about it in class? And what he responded, I can actually read it to you, is that when she was his personal finance teacher, she mentioned once that within 10 years that marketing was going to completely change and that network marketing may take over. So she is mentioning in her classes, look, this is the wave. This actually is, to me, proven in a more inadvertent way, because she does have a lot of posts on her personal Facebook. One of those posts is about teachers' pension funds getting cut. For all my teacher friends, you need to make sure you secure your financial future. She also made a post that had a picture of a thank you, end of the year, I appreciate you, personal handwritten note that one of our students had written to her. And it had said, you know, Mrs. Blank, thank you so much. You've become one of my favorite teachers. Amount of real life knowledge is great. Love to apply it, blah, blah, blah. But she made a whole long post about how things happen for a reason. I'm so honest, she said. First most important thing about this letter is that it's about being real, I'm honest, and will not lie to you. I'm passionate, enthusiastic, no excuse mentality, healthy, and guess what? I really want the best for everyone. She said, if the voices in your head hearing me tell you this, if someone else can do it, so can you. If they did it, so will you. And basically saying life's too short, you should sign up right now for Isagenix because life's too short. And it all stemmed from this personal note she had gotten from one of her students. It's disturbing that she's connecting the two, and she immediately sees like one of her students' notes, and this connection she made in class is an opportunity to promote Isagenix. And she's using her students' testimonials to prove how honest she is and how she won't lie, and how getting you into this situation, this journey with her. They always say take the leap, don't think, just take the leap, just say yes. I'm so glad I said yes. It's so annoying. It's disturbing that this connection and this parallel has been drawn between teaching and the students, and she's using her students to promote now Isagenix and get people to sign up and saying, look how honest I am and look how honest my students think I am. Well, guess what? Your students are young, impressionable teenagers who are in high school. I didn't know where the hell I was in high school. I can't even remember what was happening. So there's a couple other posts that I wanted to read. These are also from her Facebook that she's added all of these students to. And there's things, again, that concern me about these posts. So the first being this post that she had read. It was just one of those generic MLM posts that they all brag about themselves and stuff, but she said a couple things about me. I don't BS. I am real. I can teach you what I know. I know business. I know nutrition. Don't trust me? Trust the Harvard doctor, dietitians, nutritionists, and several other professionals with higher accreditation than most reading this, including me, that run this company. I know I like to help people. The thing that really bothers me about this is this, I can teach you what I know business. And that bothers me because there is, and this is probably one of the reasons why this particular subject bothers me so much, because I have had so many professors, so many teachers who are so self-righteous. They have like a God complex. They really act like they know everything, and they kind of use it as a weapon against you. And it's very annoying because they're not always right. No one ever is. And it can affect your grades. It's very gross that there's teachers that just think that they rule with an iron fist. Whatever they say goes. They've got this air to them. This person has the same one. I hear it. I see it just from watching these videos of her talk. It's this very arrogant, my way or the highway type of thing. But it bothers me to my core because I just had so many teachers, and you can't talk back to them. You can't say anything back to them because they will, take it out on you. They honestly seek revenge on you. And it's very tough. You feel very powerless as a student in the academic system these days because these teachers have this complex and they have this, like, they're doing these things and nobody's stopping them. And of course you can't do it when you're a student, and who else can do it, you know? So that's why it's important for me to make this video, because this is not my teacher. I'm out of school. Nobody can really affect me in that way anymore. So I'm here to say that's not right. So that bothers me, the saying, I know business and here's what you should do, network marketing. No. Clearly then you don't know business. You don't know business, okay? So then here's the other one that really bothered me. She says, are you struggling with money? Do you point fingers at the rich that run businesses that provide jobs, but not the actors, sportsmen that make millions to act and play? Do you want more and know you deserve more? I don't know what her wording was with that, but again, if you know business, you know that actors and the athletes get paid so much because they bring in so much money. Then she said, you aren't alone and I won't judge you, but I don't point fingers. I don't get pissed that some of my friends are rich because they were handed businesses, will inherit millions of dollars and work less than I do, but have more, or worse, run illegal businesses. What I say is, what can I do to be that way? What can I do to provide for my kids like their parents did for them in a legal and ethical way? At the bottom of this post, because as all MLM posts are, they're so long, mind-numbingly long, she says, time to get your head out of the sand and just hear about it. It may not be for you, but most of you will want to get with the 21st century business model. So the things that are ironic, saying people who are running illegal businesses, well, you're in a pyramid scheme, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is that she's saying you need to get with the program. This is the 21st century business model. What's bothersome again is that she's a business marketing teacher and she teaches business management and business law, and she teaches financial management, and she's thinking that this is the way of the 21st century and that this is the move and the go-to and what people should be doing and getting their head out of the sand. And this is, like, underneath it all, what she really wants to say to these kids is, hey, get your head out of the sand. Your parents are telling you to go get a real job as a lawyer and make actual money, guaranteed money, but I want you to come here because it's gonna benefit me. That scares me, okay? So anyway, we're gonna end on this. So this is one of my favorite things ever. We have a video of her explaining the Isagenix business model, okay? And again, this is from a business professor, so we're really getting good information here, okay? This feels like something straight out of the Office scene where Michael is trying to sign up everybody in the office under his pyramid scheme, and he literally draws out a pyramid. Just wait and see. This is absolute pure gold, okay?
And I think this is the third time that I am going to attempt to show you how to eat for free. But it's actually really easy, so here it goes. Okay, so it starts with you, and it's the power, there's important numbers. There's 100 BV every month, because you're going to eat every month anyways. This will cost you approximately $160 in food of your choice. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you want to order 100 BV every 29, okay? So there's a couple numbers. 100 BV, you've got to remember that. The other thing is we want to try the food. You have 30 days to try it, but you want to refer some friends to try it too. They too still have the 30-day money-back guarantee. This is called You Share. When this happens, the company's going to give you $10 for each friend you recommend, okay? If that happens, and you can refer more than 2 people, but all it takes is 2 people. And if you refer those 2 people within your first 30 days, you're going to get a $150 bonus. So that comes to $170 that you're going to get back, basically paying you for your first month, right? And you have the 30-day money-back guarantee. So then you tell your friends the same thing. You say, hey, share with 2 people. You get the same deal I get. But you get $100. For every one of your friends, up to 40 friends that refer 2 people, again, 30-day money-back guarantee, you get $100 and you get to keep that. If that happens within your first 60 days, you will get a $250 bonus for friends, $450. Don't pay athletes, they pay people like you and me who actually try it and can be the true word-of-mouth marketing, which is the best form of marketing for any company, okay? In addition to that, their second goal is not only to get you as healthy as possible, they want to set you financially free. So remember that 100 BV, and yes, you have to order every month because you eat every month, and in order for a company to make money, you need to buy their products. And we eat food, so they want to help you their customers. So you get the gist. Everyone's ordering 100 BV, and that continues because we keep sharing the message, everyone eats, okay? So how you get paid and can be set financially free for those that pay attention. You have a left side and a right side. And when you have these people on your left and these people on your right, and you only have two sides, they figured out the algorithm. And in order to pay everyone continuously on eating food, you have to have 600 BV on one side. Now I'm showing this on my left, but it doesn't matter what side it happens. One side has to be 600 and the other side has to be 300 BV. Cumulatively, when this happens, for every 900 BV, you will get one cycle. And that cycle is worth $54. This algorithm and this setup is how the company can continue to stay in business and pay us so that it all works out. So they work the kinks out. The nutrition is amazing, and you get to try it for 30 days for free. So this continues to happen and to grow indefinitely. And you can cycle more than your current salary if you continue to eat and you continue to stay healthy. There's more to it, but that's the gist of it. And let me switch this. I didn't even know what I was doing when I first started Isogenics, but I knew that it changed my life physically and mentally, and now it's financially. And most of us, pretty much all of us, stumble upon this by accident because we're looking for a solution. And that's how your friends are going to find this, because I'm sorry, I don't know where it cut me off, but if you're looking for a health solution, this is definitely going to give it to you. But a lot of people are also looking for financial solutions. And this is better than any investment because you're eating food anyways. Why not spend it with a company that's going to try to set you up financially for the rest of your life? So that is how you make money. That's how it works. Any questions, let me know. But really, there's nothing more than that. So I wish and hope for nothing but health, wellness, and financial freedom for you all. Have a good one.
So there you go, people. There's the proof right there. Not a pyramid scheme, apparently. This is the same kind of person that's gonna say, oh, every business is a pyramid, blah, blah, blah. There's so many things that I can point out about this video. And the first being that BV stands for business volume. A lot of the time it translates to personal volume, so PV. And basically it turns into like you are ordering $160, I guess, worth of volume for yourself. So you have to spend $160. And plus you need to stay active. That's a big part of this. But she's saying, one thing that is interesting to me is she's saying, okay, in the first 30 days, if you can get 2 people to sign up, then you're gonna get, what is it, like $170, because you'll get $10 per person that signs up, and that'll give you $150 or something like that. 30 days into this business, you're not gonna know what this business is about. You're like she just said, she didn't know what was going on when she first started. There's something very wrong about signing people up for a business that you just joined 30 days ago, less than 30 days ago. And then it's also, if that is truly the structure where you get $10 just for recruiting somebody, that is illegal. That is what constitutes a scam, okay? So if they haven't been, got on that yet, then their fate awaits them. Because I've been looking into the law surrounding it and all that stuff. So anyway, like I said, allegedly, if that is true and they are getting money just solely from recruiting people into the business opportunity, that is very illegal. Additionally, if you recruit people within 60 days, so you're not even in it for that much longer, then you'll get like $450 total. Again, another funny thing is that she said that's how the company stays in business, by people buying things and like this business volume, and that's how they're able to pay everybody. It's like, typical businesses make money when other people who are not their employees are buying the product, not their own employees buying products. And then those employees who are in somebody else's downline buy a product. And that's not how businesses stay in business. Like McDonald's doesn't stay in business because the employees are buying up all the burgers, all the fries, That's not how it works, okay? That's what one major defining characteristic between a real business and then this scam, like a multi-level marketing or a direct selling business. So like we've mentioned before, it's kind of like a closed market system where all the money they're making is from their own consultants, their own employees, which is extremely flawed. It's wrong, and it shouldn't be that way, okay? Yeah, obviously this is just very flawed, and it's funny that we finally got one of them to actually draw out. A lot of the time, it's funny when you look at MLM stuff, they try to be very sneaky, and they'll try to draw like this very weird pyramid. It's still a pyramid, but they're drawing it out like very far, or they'll draw it up or something, and it's very obviously dishonest because we know what they're trying to do. So anyway, yeah, that's about it for this video. You know, at the end of the day, it just feels wrong. Even if there's no rules being broken or nothing, it just feels wrong, and it is wrong in my opinion. I want to turn the tide on it a little bit and get ahead of it and try to stop it in any way that I can. So, you know, hopefully this video was informational for you, informative for you, and stay tuned because there's another one coming up very soon that I'm going to do kind of on a similar topic, but a little bit different. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you did enjoy this video. There are more MLM videos coming, and make sure you leave a like on this video if you liked it, and then also go subscribe to my vlog channel. I'm going to be doing Vlogmas over there. So Vlogmas is not going to be on this channel this year. It's going to be over on the other one. It's going to be really fun. It's my first Christmas in Chicago, so very excited about that. And anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!